The ascent of Rahul Gandhi is final. Congress's poll plank this year is the brainchild of its vice president, and the manifesto has its distinct stamp of approval. Interestingly, the manifesto is focused on economic issues. 16 out of the 47-page manifesto has been dedicated to economic policy and decisions. Rahul Gandhi is finally reaching out to big business.
और जो हमारे बिजनेस के लोग हैं, मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि आपके लिए हम ईज ऑफ बिजनेस, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और आपको तेजी से प्रगति लाने के लिए हम पूरी मदद करेंगे.
The thrust on economic policy is unmissable. The promise is to get back to the heady days of 8% growth within 3 years if voted back to power. Taming prices and taming fiscal deficit at 3% is also top priority. The promise has been made of a $1 trillion spend on infrastructure and of easing clearances for pending projects. Tax reforms like GST and DTC will be implemented if the Congress is back in power. And it will also ensure avoidance of the very controversial retrospective tax laws. And at the same time, it will introduce clear tax policies on offshore M&As and multinationals. Promotion of FDI in labor-intensive sector is also a priority.
The elephant in the room, however, is job reservation in the private sector, an issue that has irked India Inc., which is instead batting for meritocracy. The Congress, though, is insisting that they will build consensus for some affirmative action on this front.
While wooing big business, the Congress is not willing to let go of its entitlement-based approach. The party has now promised right to health, housing, pension, social security, humane working conditions and dignity, and the right to entrepreneurship. Experts insist by making economic issues the key focus, Congress is accepting it faltered but is willing to make amends. However, at the same time, the party is not willing to give up on its core constituents, and which is why Indira Gandhi's economic policy seems to be back in favor with her grandson. Suchetna Ray, ET Now, New Delhi.